Not having a good run today. Not at all. Time begins as soon as I get a hold of Talion.
I will find you.
Basically, as soon as he says you in that sentence.
Something just moved.
There we go, you got the big jump, that's great. And we'll run directly into Shelob's nest. It's all good, nothing bad can happen when we run directly into Shelob's nest. So that intro sequence, took me about 5-6 minutes when I first played this game casually. You're meant to learn how to stealth, move around, all that, but you don't need to. You can just sprint right through straight to Caradhran Ball.
Taking out the captain should buy the Gondorians some time.
And they could lead us to the Palantir. We must find a worm and make him talk.
So this is the first of the tutorial missions. So we have
the search for the
absolutely no abilities at the moment, and the game's sort of teaching us how to do each of the abilities in sequence. It's not bad for a tutorial mission. My one gripe with it is I don't have access to
Then he will go no further.
I don't have access to Elven Agility straight away, which is the ability we pick up at the end of this mission. I understand why they did it to make it a talent, but I would love it here. It would be very useful.
Ranger! It's the Grey Walker! I thought he was dead. He is!
Okay. So this is a game just teaching us how to use the ranged, which is much stronger than our sword. So we're going to turn our time slow off. Oops. Didn't get him in one.
It doesn't look good for the Gondorians. We have to help.
The Palantir is a powerful...
So we did turn off our focus there so that we have access to sprint here. And we don't use that final arrow when I miss that shot, because we need to use it right here. Last bit of our sprint, and we get a free refill because the game teaches us how to sprint. So we're going to use the Wraith World ability early, so the game doesn't pause to teach us how to use the Wraith World. And the Wraith World is just useful for scouting, so we can't see walls, but we can see things like the captains and all where the orcs are, if you can see that now. So I have to slowly climb this wall, and this would be where Elven Agility comes into it. Idril, are you going to come in? Okay, I have never been able to kill that guy during Idril's cutscene, so that is great. That is definitely the fastest I've ever done that, and I've never been able to do that before, so that's good. So this is Idril, she is the first of the humans in this game. This is a 3-part escort quest. So we have to make stops during this, just to kill some orcs each time.
I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Save the other 2 arrows for the next bit. So we're gonna down this guy, execute him. So the game actively tries to stop you from executing. If you execute too close to other orcs, they will automatically attack you. So now that we've killed X amount of orcs, we can move on to the next area. We'll go a little bit wide here just to get a good angle. And we'll try to speed away from Idril as much as possible. And this is the second area where we stop to fight. And you can see there, this guy, as soon as we stun this guy, the orc immediately turned on us and tried to stop us from executing. Two more, or one more. That's it. Didn't need to kill this guy, but that's okay, we're not losing any time here. And we're going to go wide for arrows here, because these are the only guaranteed arrow drop, and it doesn't waste any time because Idril takes forever to run up here. So we'll run up here, and in a moment we'll get a warning about being too far away from Idril. There it is there. If we go much further, we will lose the game. So we've just got to slow down, watch the mini-map, make sure Idril's close, and now we can boost to our third stop. Yep. And now we have to kill these guys.
Not before we finish these filthy frogs.
We're going to go for a ground execute on this guy. Just using our bow here because the bow does a lot more damage than the sword does, except for when you're ground executing. One more orc, there we go. That guy the captain got him, so that's great. We'll move on. And again, we can't go too fast here because Idril will outpace Idril and then we'll lose again. So here's the last of our boost here. And you can see I'm right on the border of failing the mission, and we walk into a cutscene here. And so the game's now teaching us how to use our AoE attack. So this part isn't really dependent on how fast I go, it's how the archers here spread their fire. If they focus fire, it actually sucks. We want them to spread their fire across multiple people. Where are you? There you are. That's the last guy. So wow, that was really good. It was mainly because the captain died during the Idril cutscene. That's a gold split. Happy about that. Don't see many golds these days. So this is the ability that I was talking about before, Elven Agility. We're forced to take it there, and we would anyway.
The city is weak and it will not hold for much longer.
We cannot leave the Gondorians to their fate. Castamir is right. By protecting the city, we protect...
I'm just going to close the door behind me.
The towers bear his mark.
Those were my towers once. Now sounds corruption.
So I can't skip that, unfortunately.
They give him sight.
Not without the Palantir.
So this is just teaching us about cutscene
We'll dismantle
skips.
his hold on Wilson.
This part is teaching us about
We will ship.
photo mode, and this part is teaching us about the fact that we can't actually really die in this game. So we can die in the physical sense of, you know, getting killed, but it's part of the actual inbuilt story of the game. We just come back, the guy who killed us levels up, and we actually acknowledge the fact that we died.
These towers can
Just listening for an audio cue now.
Purify them and make them.
When he says the word purify, we can do that. So this is the first of 2 instances where we use the keyboard and mouse, and that's just because scrolling movement with the controller is absolutely slow as hell.
My kingdom. Yet some things remain. Those are my
I was meant to climb that
still hidden
game.
from Sauron's sight. There I will show you why we must retreat.
Slow, but that's all of the time that I saved on the last Blue Waste. But that's alright. And now we come into the first Barrow mission. It's the only Barrow mission we actually do, but this is super useful. And each of these missions have 3 objectives. If you manage to get all 3, you get a gold reward, which is normally a really good reward. And if we don't get the gold reward on this one that we do, we reset. Because the gold reward is an XP gem, or it's a white gem, which when put it into armor gives us XP. And since XP is already really tight in this game, the extra XP is basically needed, otherwise we do fail later on. So our objective here is just to kill as many orcs as possible. You can see there is now a blue bar next to our minimap to the right, and we've got to fill that up to get our Elven Rage meter up, and that allows us to do these, to basically slow down time and do massive amounts of damage to multiple enemies or huge amounts of damage to one enemy. And that's what allows us later on to basically defeat the overlords that are super high level compared to us, and we shouldn't normally be able to kill. No, one more. Okay, so this is Elven Rage here, and we need to kill 10 units here to get the final objective done. Which is fairly easy, I've only ever failed it once. And rage done. While we're here, we're going to grab our ground execute ability. It's going to show us about skins. Oops, that's the wrong button. We're going to grab this ability, which is useful in the next mission. And we want to go into our gear mission because the game's going to teach us about gems. And we're just going to, I'm actually just going to socket this. I don't normally socket it, but it's there for one mission. And now we're going to fast travel. And so that was mainly about getting all of our menuing done as fast as possible. I can get a full jump there. You can get right up to that citadel straight away. That's okay. We don't want to be on this siege engine battalion. We really don't want to be on there. Cool, we got a jump. We got the long jump there, that's great. Okay. And so this mission here, the game expects you to stay paced. Oh, that's not great. So, the game expects you to stay paced with your draw. However, I can outpace her normally and kill all of these orcs very quickly. Unfortunately, 2 of them snuck through because I got hit by the bomb. So we're just going to go and execute these guys. And we're going to quickly execute that guy, and that should be all the orcs. Unfortunately, we didn't get a very good skip there because that bomb hit us.
We have to find out what we're dealing with. This way.
Bombs are unfortunately RNG, and if you're able to get there fast enough, you're able to kill all those orcs with that one barrel. It's not going well this segment, but that's okay. We're only losing like 15-20 seconds, honestly.
The city can't take much more. I'll handle the siege beast.
There's a lot of time that I can make up very late into the run. Okay.
Tarion, we must commandeer one of the siege beasts.
Well, this should prove interesting.
Got an arrow refill there. And this is the second instance of us using keyboard and
Let's
mouse
see
here.
what this thing can do.
Here they come.
I'm going to go for the guaranteed shot here. And if we've done this right, our camera should get taken over of us, and the siege beast comes. Yeah. So that's based on how many orcs you kill. So if I do bad shots, it'll take me 3 shots to get that siege beast to spawn. If I do good shots, it'll be 2.
We can't leave this siege beast for the enemy.
Pity we can't.
And that's the first of 2 siege beasts.
We must move quickly.
The game is now going to give us the double jump ability. However, it is useful in the run, but it's not useful right now. It's faster for us to stay on the ground. So we'll just avoid these guys so we don't bonk.
Then it will only be a matter of time.
And that's the last boost we use, because now we use the free boost by jumping over boxes. So anything you jump over in this game gives you the ability to use Elven Agility for free without using your focus meter. And we're saving our focus here so I can get up this wall quickly, and so I can get these shots on this base nice and easy. You can get the shots without focus, but it is harder, and if you miss all 5, it is a huge time loss to go get arrows.
More attackers. These
Sort of like a
hordes are endless.
30-40 second time loss.
Armies have grown massively. A conventional victory.
And again, we're just going to go for safe shots. We're not after.
We must secure the Palantir.
We're not going for like huge shots that may miss. And while the orcs gather, we're just going to finish off the first siege beast. That should be enough orcs. No, we need 5 more. That's fine. That siege beast is dead, and we can get 5 more here. Well, the siege beast, and that is that mission done. So now we just have to wait for
Another attack will surely
panning shot of the citadel,
return
and
to
then
the
a
other
cutscene
city.
that we're going to
Check
skip.
on Idril and the others.
I'm spamming my controller again because that skips the menu. We're going to quickly grab skills here. We're going to grab our fireplace skill. That's the last time we're going to level up to level 7. And then we're going to not press that button.
Trust in her.
we're going to fast travel to the second zone in the game, and arguably my favourite zone. Come on. So this is Shelob's home. It's like a giant system of caves. I really like it. Unfortunately, we don't spend too much time here. So right now what we're looking for is we're looking on the minimap for white little arrow orcs, which are there's some around here. That's a grub. And we're looking for this guy here. And yes, he dropped it straight off the bat. So within one we got it. Did we pull that in? No, we didn't. Get it eventually. And now we'll do the one thing we forgot to do when we were menuing before, and we'll unlock this. Unsocket this. And we'll place it in that. So that's our XP gem. It's only XP if it's in gear, and it costs in-game currency to unlock. So we have to wait till... Excuse me, Caragors. We have to wait till we get enough money to unlock the next slot, but that white gem that we got is huge. It means we can unlock the second slot as soon as possible, and we can go from 5% bonus XP to 7.5% bonus XP, which is actually huge. Come on guys, please get out of my way. RNG spawns there. And this little cutscene shows us AO lag. They are... Ooh, and we got fast cycle. It doesn't normally happen. So he can do two different types of attacks there. One of it lets him stun, the other one doesn't. We'll immediately execute as soon as we put up our might. That's him down. This is Gollum. Everyone knows Gollum from Lord of the Rings. We have to do two missions with him, or one mission, basically split into two sections. This is the first half. During these missions, if you see me walking in a really strange position and kind of wonder why I'm sort of pathing really oddly, it's because of the way Gollum works. So Gollum, when you're too far away from Gollum, he will always follow you. When you're not too far away from him, he has to walk over specific spots on the map. And if he doesn't walk over those while chasing you, he will run all the way back and then hit the point. So we have to make sure that as we're running over the spots while Gollum is chasing us, so that he'll immediately hit those points and not have to backtrack for them. Go this way, even though we need to go to the right. We'll bend around here, and if we've done this right, there we go. So this mission is about finding 3 dead orcs, so 2 dead and 1 semi-dead. But Gollum has to show us where they are.
We'll need to move faster.
Just waiting for a voice line. There's a voice line. Now we dip our toe in the water.
As the assassin kills his
We dip our toe in the water here, and we go around this cart, and that triggers the second one. So that means we're doing everything right at the moment. So we hope for good orc RNG here. Yep, sometimes there can be orcs around this body, and they stop you from inspecting it.
Wounds from a Morgul blade, just like the last one. This kill happened more recently than the other.
We are getting closer.
Okay.
Gollum should know where the next target is. I found another Uruk.
I found another Uruk.
Hasn't been dead long.
Foot in the water here. Go through the middle of this. Loop here. Oops, that is not where we want to go at all, game. We want to trigger here and then go straight. And we know we've got it right by these guys spawning. I'm going to use Elven Rage here to quickly clean up these guys. And game, please. We need to go through the left here and then around to the right here. And that indicator means that we got it right. Unfortunately, I didn't manage my focus and I can't sprint.
Find another victim. Yet this one still lives.
Let's find out.
Submit to me.
And this is teaching about weaknesses in the game. So that guy, he is guaranteed to always be weak to flies. I'm going to get a roll off here so we get closer.
The assassin is near.
Now, if we're lucky,
The war chief is useless. I wouldn't be surprised if the dark lord. Get them away from me.
not lucky. He can have a weakness to execution. And what that means is he immediately dies there when you execute him. That's fine. He has a fear, so we're just going to abuse that. That's not too bad. We're losing some time here. Hopefully we get a sword drop. That would be really nice. That's a dagger drop, so it doesn't matter that we didn't pick that up. And we don't have enough cash on us still to unlock the second gear slot. So we're going to fast travel here. Get to No Man's Land. We've already found the gems, so we don't need to go hunting for any more treasure orcs.
The Palantir is still at risk of falling into enemy hands.
And that would be where our time loss is, because we went and got that gem. So that's an extra 40 seconds, but it means we have the gem straight off the bat. You can get the white gem as a reward, but it's not always guaranteed. As a quest reward, but it's not guaranteed. So rather than risk it, we'll always make sure we get it, because it's a huge time save.
Did you hear that?
Okay. We should just have enough boost here to make it here. A couple of bits too short. That's all right. Come on. In-game cutscene, so I can't skip it, but it's very
Can't
short.
have run out of orcs in the city.
There are a few left, but we're hunting one in particular. The last bodyguard of the war chief leading the siege.
This shows you how to figure out if war chiefs have bodyguards or not.
I think we're after the same.
And I'll use my face there so that I
You sound like
don't interrupt my sprint. Because if I let go of sprint, you stop
Not
sprinting.
enough.
Right, there you are.
Die for conduit.
So,
Did you hear that?
did not mean to climb that card, obviously. And I bonked. It's always bad luck when you bonk there. So, Caragor fight. 1, 2, 3. Down him off his Caragor, that's great. So, our goal here is to keep him stunned for as long as possible. And if we do it right, it means we will never hear his voice lines telling us how bad we are as a person. So that's pretty good. We didn't hear his voice line. That's kind of what we wanted to do. No sword drop. Bow drop's pretty nice. Not perfect, but you know, we'll take what we
I
get.
almost feel sorry for the war chief we're hunting. He'll be lonely without his bodyguards.
You'll join them soon enough.
So I believe we now have enough money to socket this. Yes, we do. So open up this socket and we'll throw in the white gem. Unfortunately, the green gem we have is absolutely useless for the speed run.
Chief Baranor seems is just one of many.
I know it adds lifesteal if we put it into weapons, which is useless. I don't actually even know what it adds to armor or to the ring when you get that upgrade, because I just don't use it. I should have got that free sprint. That was a mistake. We might run out of sprint here unless I get all of these rocks. So again, hopping over these little rocks and these little outcrops, that's what gives you free sprint rather than using your focus, which is the meter just below the amount of shots we have left. So use as many free sprints as possible. Yep, and now we have enough focus just to go to the end. Okay. So This is the game that. This is the mission that introduces stealth as a mechanic in this game. Stealth isn't a bad mechanic in this game, but it's a little bit broken. Like, you can still stealth kill an orc 2 seconds after he sees you, so.
I'm here to help. This war chief you're after, he's not one to be taken lightly.
We've brought down war chiefs before, Ranger. But I won't turn down an extra sword.
And we shall take him down together. I'll take out his archers first. Your men move in after I've cleared the path.
Don't bonk me, Baranor. Thank you. Always bad luck when we bonk Baranor there. And so, yeah, you have to do this mission here where you have to kill these orcs. Unfortunately, that guy's standing there. It's slow when you have to pull him down off the ledge. But yeah, as you can see there, the guy just sort of stands there and fights.
I hope the aim of these Gondorian archers is true. Otherwise, we'll be dodging friendly arrows.
That wasn't a great
They're
jump, but that's
experienced
alright.
soldiers. They'll do their part.
So, 1,
Elven archer would be worth 3 Gondorian archers.
Really?
And we're not going to use our focus here because we really need it to recharge because we've got a long run coming up. There's our focus back there. And so the objective is just to kill these archers without getting
Don't
caught.
underestimate men fighting to protect their home.
This is not their home.
Snap his neck, or stab him in the neck, which I prefer. And now this guy, technically, there is a faster route. He sometimes, like this, comes out of his tent. And if he does, you can climb the tower and just shoot him from there. However, if he doesn't, then you're stuck having to climb all the way back up towards his tent.
Time to signal Baranor's
So, I never take the risk, basically.
Ah, the lovely smell of manfield. Nothing is sweeter. Together, we will crush their defenses and grind them to dust. Together, as captains in War Chief United, we will have victory. Together, we take the city at dawn. Set them ablaze! For Gondor!
So the old strategy here, we used to just kill the war chief and not worry about his minions. However, I've changed my routing a little bit and I want the XP from them. So we killed all of them. Minimum of 2, 3 is best.
I'll drink yours first. Today's lesson. Gutting and skinning a tark. You are about to be a right mess, my sweet. I don't have all day to kill it.
So I was hoping to set one of them on fire then, because if you set them on fire, you miss their monologues. But obviously they didn't catch fire, so we got all 4 monologues. Luckily the first guy was weak to executions. I won't go for this guy. Kind of just want to focus one guy down at a time. Didn't get the jump, that was my fault. 2 down, we really need a sword drop off one of these guards. That's a dagger drop. So not great. So I'm just going to leap over him. Oh cool, Baranor killed him, that's fine. Sword drop, please sword drop. Okay, good, we got a sword drop. Wow, he's nearly dead, that's great. And cloak drop. Kinda not useful, but we're gonna equip that. Oh, and we got a red gem, that's great. So the game tells us we have to equip the epic loot, but what we really want is the sword and this red gem. So red gem is just damage increase. That's
Beware,
fine.
Natalia. You trust her too easily.
I cannot ignore what she has shown me.
Okay. Random encounter.
Beg for mercy, you maggot, and I'll make your death swift.
So, unfortunately, there is just random encounters with captains in the world. They are placed in the world for the most part, so that's an unavoidable time loss there. Okay. Luckily, this is not a golem escort mission. He's just here to teach us about spider webs. So. And the whole reason we take the fireplace attack is so we glitch out this cutscene here. And because we glitched out that cutscene, we're able to move a lot faster here and get away from Golem, because Golem is slow. Now this is like a reverse escort. We have to kind of escort this guy through the place without getting caught. However, guards are dumb. Like, that guy just doesn't raise the alarm. He does attack me, but he doesn't raise the alarm.
Who's that?
And we have to wait for voice lines. So once that guy's voice line triggers, we can move on.
Just met with a traitor, so I had a much for him. I wasn't in your way. If you got such a
We're just gonna wait here.
why are you bothering to stop and brag about it to me? Get moving, you maggot!
We're hoping this guy doesn't turn around. We're hoping he just stays there so we can just stay stealth here. Because we need to wait for another voice line. Because that guy is going to interact with the captain down here. There it is, oi. As soon as he says oi, we can move on.
Just met with a pink-skin traitor. A message for the boss.
So we can still, even though we climbed over the wall, then got down, we can still stealth kill that guy.
We are ready, Ranger.
It's not the button I hit at all, game, but okay. Kill all 5 of those guys. We come down now. It doesn't matter that this guy sees us now. He's not going to raise the alarm. Come on, buddy. Hi, buddy. There you go. Pop the spiders now.
My lips are sealed. You won't get anything from me. Manbreaker! The Great is here. He's after me.
Didn't kill the Caragor, unfortunately.
Oh, swear!
That's okay. Not a huge deal. Our goal is to kill this guy.
How many times have I told you all? Never speak of the traitor openly. Let this miserable dead glob be an example to the rest of you. The next maggot to even whisper the word traitor around me will get worse!
We now have to wait for this guy to see us.
You maggot!
I suppose you're
Hey, buddy.
here because of the little turncoat I
So we're actually behind him at this
Minas
point.
Ethel.
You can see us over there in the corner.
You won't learn
And he's still talking to me as I film forward. We executed the Caragor there. That's still alright because we need to get rid of the Caragor, but I'd rather just not execute it, to be honest. I'd rather not waste the build up of time. So we don't care about this guy. Spider should take care of him in a second. Ah, we're stuck on the staircase. That's why we don't like going to the staircase. And we want to push this guy away from the staircase is the goal. Leap over him, we stun him, we attack him. There's nothing else we can do because he is a defender. If he's adaptive, by the way, the run's pretty much over. So, that wasn't too bad of a fight with him. We now have another cutscene, unfortunately.
I
So that's just an Nazgul threatening us. Not much we can do here. And we always get a legendary drop off him. And it's always a cloak, unfortunately, which is completely useless. Like, if we got a sword there, that would be amazing. And that's our level up. So now we want skills. We've got level 7, which means we can get our first of our super crazy mobility skills. And that is this one, Shadow Strike. It allows us to teleport to a target. I didn't split, so let's split there. Yeah, it allows us to teleport to any target we can hit with our bow. It costs us 2 bow shots, but yeah, it's well worth it for speed. Now go for the arena. Pretty much at this point, if you don't have an XP gem and you don't have a sword, I would restart at this point. Having one is alright, but yeah, like having either
They seem to
is
like
really
their
bad.
champion's chances, and it must be said, he has size on his side.
True, but you and I have him outnumbered.
They cheer for you. Cheer for blood.
Oh, but so this guy has like 2 possible voice lines here, and luckily he gave us the quick one. Okay, cool. We got a stun on him. Not immune to execution. That's great. I'm just gonna roll there. Unfortunately, this guy is not cooperating and he's going for lots of attacks. Ideally, we don't want him to go for any attacks, but the less we can do, the better, until he is stuck in his hop animation. So that was really slow.
And I rise stronger.
And he's death defying. This is a really bad orc. So death defying just means that we actually have to wait for him to die, and we have to go through his monologue twice.
Not supposed to end like this. I'm champion.
Sure you are, buddy. Hammer, I don't care about hammers. They do a lot of damage, but they take away bow shots, and bow shots are more important.
Champion. I am still waiting.
Good, he's a spearman. So this guy is random what he is, but he's always, pretty much always level 10. And again, we just want to keep him from talking, so we're keeping him stun locked. And again, someone being adaptive here is a huge time loss, but we don't get much choice in it. Luckily he's not, and we're just going to finish him off with a quick bow shot here. Cool. And now, for some reason, we sometimes have the ability to stealth this guy. I don't know why. That time he wouldn't let us, but yeah, a lot of the time we can just walk up to that guy and stealth him. Oh cool, he's fear of execution, so that's great. Fortunately, we got his monologue.
To disappoint you,
Nope.
but I'm
He's death defying as well. Wow. 2 death defyings in a row in the arena. Oh, tricky escape. I have not seen that in ages. So that's not death defying, that means he'll just come back.
Bury his stinking corpse under the rotten stones of this filthy city!
He didn't see us. He did see us, unfortunately. So. And we got his monologue because I missed the stun. So this is a really bad arena.
Udun, wasn't it? I've missed tussling with you. Almost be ashamed when I clock you in the ground. After all we've been through.
I know, buddy. On the plus side, I no longer have to stun him to execute him. I can just go for the straight execute. We want to keep him out of the centre of the arena because the other orcs up there don't know what to do. They have no AI control unless they're near me. So the moment I go and get into range with them, they'll come and start fighting. Otherwise, they'll just stand there the entire time, which is great. Yep. Okay.
Gonna make my death quick. If I'd won, yours would have lasted hours.
Dead. And what drop did we get off him? Dagger. We'll take it. It's still an upgrade and there's nothing we can do while we're waiting for that. So. That was a really bad arena. So we had double death defying.
Let us hope Idru.
Double death defying, and we didn't get the stealth on the main guy.
It cannot fall into the Witch King's hands.
But that's alright. We're still, like, what, 30 seconds off PB at the moment, so... And there are, as I've mentioned, huge time saves coming in at the end of the run. If I don't screw it up. Nope, I don't have that ability. What am I doing? Become level 15 already when I am only level 8. Now, as we're going through the next mission, keep in mind this is meant to be a stealth mission. So the game heavily implies stealth, but it doesn't force stealth.
Baranor and I overheard the orcs. They took my father to a nearby encampment.
So, the reason why I say it heavily implies is because, for some reason, these guys are fireproof, but only when they're tied up. So, thankfully, we have to rescue them. As soon as you untie them, however, they become vulnerable to fire again. But luckily, once we've untied them, we don't have to save them anymore. So they can catch fire by the orcs running over them or anything else, and we don't care.
Thank you. We thought ourselves dead. I am in your debt, Ranger. We don't know what we'll
Where am I
find.
going? I pathed incorrectly here. That was bad of me.
I thank you, Ranger.
So this guy should free us. Get that ground execute on that guy, unfortunately. We'll go for the execute this time. Yep, we just got him, so we'll rescue the guy up here.
We must leave this foul place.
Even though he definitely saw us, we're able to get a stealth kill on him because this game's stealth mechanics are weird. Pick up arrow refill here. Stealth kill him. Stealth kill him. And now we free these two. And that's the last of the guys we have to free, and then we have to clear the camp of all the orcs.
Many thanks.
Which is why I wasn't just running and freeing these guys straight away.
My lady, they've taken...
Head back to Minisiko. The ranger and I will find the general.
Where's this guy?
We need to clear the camp before we go to custody.
Quickly then.
I should have just executed him rather than ground execute, but that wasn't too bad. Fortunately, we can't pick up those arrows there. and go from there.
Father, we...
Quickly!
Just
Father,
game.
no
And
numbers
there you
have
are.
swelled.
We need the arrows to do that teleport, and then we need the arrows to fight here. So, game, give me an angle, thank you. We have to defeat all the bridge guards here. Luckily, if we're fast enough, I said if we're fast enough, game, we catch all of the bridge guards in those two explosions, so we don't actually have to fight them. Okay. So, level 10. That's when we level up again. And we grab our AoE ability. While we're here in the menu, we may as well go for gear. And just have that. Come all the way down here, back to Shelob. To have a good old chat with her.
We must return to Shelob. She can show us the location.
Form up! Shields!
So here, it's very tempting to use our ground executes and our new ability that we have, which sets everything on fire. But while those animations actually play out, the timer at the top stops. So our best bet is literally just to keep punching orcs here and not actually go for any executes or any abilities. We want to kill the Olags as soon as possible, as they do slow us down a little bit, because during their parry abilities, time also slows down. And we want to try to avoid taking as much damage as possible. Yeah. That's the Olag dead, that's great. Dragon landed, so I want to get away from it. I said I want to get away from the dragon, but that's why I want to get away from the dragon. So we're going to try to get some health back. Normally the orcs don't let us, but occasionally they let us drain them. So same with the ground execute, they're programmed to go for interrupts when we're trying to drain. And it doesn't matter how many you kill here, it's infinite spawns. So our main two objectives is to stay away from the Drake, who's overhead at the moment, so we're okay. I'm just going to keep going, trying to go for drains, just to top our HP back off. And if we get it, cool. If we don't, we don't. So we got it there, and that's great. It's a Savage, so Savage is two orcs, two weapons, and you never want to attack a Savage front on, as they will automatically parry you and drain most of your might. Unfortunately, the range guy over here is bullying us. One exception here is we will kill the dragon if we get the ability to. Yeah, so that's the dragon dead. And that just eliminates it from the fight. Probably wasn't worth it since we've only got 1 second on the timer left. I mean, the fight still continues, but might have been ready if we got a decent gem off it. Unfortunately, we didn't. We're just waiting for the captain to come up. We don't run to him because we have Shadow Strike, and he spawns right on an area where you can fail the mission. So we're going to flip over him, push him away from the area, flip over, push him away, and as you can see there, we're getting close to failing the mission because we're leaving the mission area. Oh, he might push us into it. No, we're right. We're going to let him monologue because that's better than failing this mission. Okay, he's dead. And that should trigger the next cutscene. Not a useful item, that's fine. And this is the first Nazgul fight. So we're just gonna, at this point, use our Elven Rage, and this is why we save our Elven Rage and haven't used it since then. Because we're able to kill a Nazgul straight off the bat. That's one down, and that saves us a huge amount of time in the fight.
Darkness.
Thought I parried him, but that's not great. Every time we don't parry, we lose might. So Nazguls really don't like being in the corner. They try to dash away, but they can't because they immediately hit terrain, and they stop dashing when they hit terrain. So that's why we push this guy in the corner as best we can. As you can see there, he tried to dash away. We have to do all 4 parries. Second Nazgul down. This is all about keeping Nazgul in the corner as much as possible. It doesn't matter what corner we push them into, but it just matters that we push them into a corner. Fortunately, that's the game's targeting system there. You can see on the controller that I'm not actually changing my angle at all. The game is auto sort of picking what I should be targeting next. Sometimes it does a really good job of it, sometimes it does a really bad job. I'm just going to let him hit me there. It's faster than going through the parry animation. I had no might anyway. I'm not really pushing this guy well, but that's alright. I'm going to slowly push them up the staircase, hopefully. I'm not going to go for the dodge because I'm instead just going to go for that. Obey me. Last Nazgul. Just watching my mind meter more than anything. One more execute and a few more auto attacks after that. Should do it. No, because I just failed then and didn't parry correctly. There we go. So that's the Nazgul fight. Now, we somehow die to the Nazgul, and Atariel comes and saves us. This is the first time we meet her. So don't sprint straight away, don't sprint straight away.
Come, Ranger.
I have to wait for a voice line there because otherwise it eats our sprint, but it doesn't. It uses our sprint meter, but it doesn't actually sprint for us.
We must move quickly.
Our goal here is to get as many free sprints as possible without bonking on ghouls. We're going to pretty much use all of our sprint meter, and then we grab these arrows and we start teleporting to ghouls. If I get it, there we go, it's one, teleport, and more ghouls. As soon as we take that teleport, more ghouls are triggered to pour out of Shelob's lair. Huge time saves there, just by using those 2 teleports. And if you're just doing the Act 1 speedrun, that's where it ends, getting into Shelob's lair. This is Nirn, this is the region we spend most of the game in. It used to be my favourite zone, but I really do like Shelob's area. We don't spend enough time there. I think it's a great little like cave system. I love the little weaves and areas, and it's very well designed. In fact, most of the levels in this game are very well designed.
Our greatest
Yep, I know
assets
how
are the
domination
power of the
works.
ring and stealth. If possible, we should remain undetected until we
So,
have either
talking about the best things in this game is obviously its level design. I think they're absolutely brilliant. The worst things in this game are its controls. This mission 100% shows off why. The button for dominate is also the button for jump off a ledge. and or hop down from a ledge. So what can happen is you can fail this mission if you're seen at all. And what can happen is you can go try to dominate one of these orcs and hit the button to jump off a ledge instead because the game didn't recognise you wanted to dominate. Jump down in front of them and immediately fail.
Army consumes that of the Dark Lord.
So you'll see me pausing and stopping a lot before I go and actually dominate one of these guys, and that's just to make sure that the dominate prompt actually comes
These
up.
warriors are, they cannot resist my ring.
Okay. Second last guy. And this guy usually turns around about now.
Will serve us well.
We are immediately going to hop there. And we're told to activate our followers.
Let us test our warriors.
So this is our new ability that we picked up before. It lets us basically AoE fire things down. Please don't. Please come down here.
A promising start,
Okay.
but this is only the beginning. We require more warriors. Strong.
We're running this way to make it to the next mission. And that's the fall done.
We will also require... Nern is overrun with orcs, perfect for our purpose.
This is our first captain. We're always forced to capture Bruise.
I've had enough of your mouth, Bruise. So now I'm gonna kill you.
He's
For
an
all
interesting
these
son.
orcs to see.
Always said you were an optimist. Know what that is, mate? It's about sizing up a situation that's bloody impossible and saying, yeah, all right, I'll have a go. I'm exactly the same way.
I like him.
So, unfortunately, Bruce is always aware that we're going to stealth him, so we can't get stealth off him. We'll trigger his dialogue in a sec. It's pretty much impossible not to trigger Bruce's dialogue. I don't know why the game's letting us get away with not triggering it yet. There it is.
Reckon you're going to skewer me. That little sword's good for a tickle, maybe. But you're gonna need more than that to take me down.
Okay. We're immediately going to use our fire ability. Can't tell if Bruce is immune to fire or not. Sometimes he is, sometimes he's not. Some of these orcs are actually on my side. They were the orcs that were on the other captain's side. So some of them are helping me, some of them are hindering me. Okay, so we want our fire ability again. Yep, so Bruce is not immune to fire. He does have some random traits. He always has some traits which are not randomized. So for instance, he's always arrow proof and he's always vigilant versus stealth. Guy's going to interrupt us. If we'll go for one more drain, if that fails, then we'll go for the backup strategy, which is slower than getting these drains, but more consistent. So we're going to run up here. And we're going to stand right on the edge. Bruce is going to chase us. And Bruce is always the first one to come up. So, this gives us a much better chance. Except for when there's an archer here. Okay, I'm going to interrupt again. He is really, really pushing me today. No, we're just going to get rid of that guy. So that was bad. That was bad. Game's teaching us about siege upgrades
Weakening
there.
enemy power is important. But what is most crucial for conquest is strengthening our own forces.
There's a rat here, so I'm going to take a very quick detour to grab... Where are you, rat? Oh, it's a board. Okay. So we have to do this later anyway, so we may as well grab what we have. Oh, we already found one. That's great. So what we're looking for there is we're looking for a captain who's level 11 or level 12. Not all the captains in this zone are, so we have to do a bit of scouting. Okay.
What creature haunts this forest?
Oh,
And this is my least favourite mission in the game. I
She calls.
was not paying attention and got poisoned.
we must move with great caution.
I absolutely hate fighting Graugs and fighting Drakes. And this early in the game,
I take it this is the work of Connie.
This is the
this
forest.
early in the game, it's
And she
really
protects
evident
us with the full
that
power of nature.
how weak you are versus a Graug, and you have to fight a Karagor, Graug, and Drake in succession. Switch to Wraith View here.
Why do these beasts
If
not
we're lucky,
They hear her song.
there'll be something
They
for
are
us to
part of
teleport
her,
to.
but she is part
No,
of them.
it died. Yeah, sometimes that guy doesn't die straight away, sometimes he does.
Cut me loose, Todd.
No idea why we explode these guys' heads. We do convert them anyway. You see their armor changed to blue, so I don't know. Okay, so here we are.
there before?
This is the Kanan fight. Kind of have to down all of the beasts. 1, 2.
Bring you to Nocturne's ruin, will beasts of Mordor.
Just hoping one of the other ones doesn't interrupt us. Cool. Can they run now? Where are you, arrows?
To?
I really want those arrows beforehand. This is a Graug. We actually have to beat this one. And it is horrible to fight. As you can see, arrows this way. Oh. As you can see, it's just about shooting this thing in the head as much as possible. In the head, I said, thank you. That's the Graug dead. And we're in a really good position for the Drake here. But I don't have any arrows. So I need to get more arrows. Come on. If we're quick...
This is also
No, didn't get it. So there's a quick cycle you can get on the Drake there, where if you hit it just as it's breathing, it will, what was I saying? It will stop and come down and fight you. Come on, I need my focus back. Come on, I need focus for this. Come on, I need focus. So that should knock it to the ground. And now we just need to get an executor. We need to watch it, make sure it doesn't attack us. And that's the Drake down, thankfully. A little bit of a time loss. 1 sec, buddy. I'll take you out in a step, okay? Luckily there's a cutscene here, so I can let the dog out while the cutscene's happening. And cool.
It seems this ring has woken.
So we want skills. We want Karagor riding at this point. And we're going to take perfect counter. Just going to check. I don't think we got any gear upgrades. No. We'll take the HP upgrade. And the reason why we get Karagor
Yes,
riding
we
in
must
is
go
because
to
this is
Gorgoroth
a
and
long
deal
climb.
with this
And
Balrog.
Karagors are really good at climbing compared to us, so we're hoping to find some Karagors around here. Usually there are some here, some here. Caragors run as fast as we do at Elven speed, however they don't have a stamina bar and they climb a lot faster than we do. So you can see there, that was just a really quick climb, and since we have to climb all the way up here, it is worth taking it. And we grab this hay here because it becomes a central teleport spot for us. Luckily we don't have to do all the objective looks. I did not split there, so we'll just cancel that split. And now, I'm not expecting to get as lucky as what we did in my... we're doing this all wrong. As lucky as I did in my PB. I'm going to mark this guy on the map straight away, so we'll head towards him. 1,000 feet away, and what we're doing here is we're here to get this guy. Give us more information. But like I said before, we need captains. We need them to be our level or lower, so he's not going to do. What we should have actually done is we should have grabbed that Caragor rather than... That was a mistake, but that's okay. We're just going to go do a solo run here. We'll grab any worms we see on the way. This is just intel. That works the same as a worm. There's our second target, so we have 2 out of 3 now known to us. Oh, hello Caragor. I was asking for you, but I'm going to kill you here, so... Fortunately, that sequence kills Caragor, so... I want to go this way. I think I want to go... Yeah, I want to go this way. I want to go this way. So this would have been better with the Caragor. What I should have done is I should have not gone for that second worm, and I should have gone straight for the Caragor. But that's okay. Like I was saying, my PB has an incredible pace here because I got really lucky, so I doubt I'm going to keep up to that.
Man swine!
This orc seeks to draw us out. Let us show him the folly of his plan.
We can do that.
What's your best for you, Ranger?
So he's trying to escort us to his guys, but we're attacking him so quickly that his guys can't actually get here. So hopefully we can break him before they get here. That would be really lovely. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. So what we're going to try to do is push ourselves in the corner here. And hopefully take him. Maybe... yes. So that's one captain down.
I swear my allegiance. Until next time.
We're going to target this guy. Hopefully he's close. That would be very lovely if he was. He is not. And since we're still in combat, we're going to do the first kind of glitch of the game. So we're going to go into skills. We're going to pick their skin, which forces us to warp to one of these. And where do we go? Are we close? Are we not close? No, we're not close. But it means we can immediately then fast travel anywhere and we don't have to get out of combat to fast travel. So, big time save there for basically just switching skins. We're going to continue scouting for a third orc. Nope, he's no good. So after we capture the second orc, we can widen our scope to level 13 as well, because we will be level 13, since our XP has worked out. However, so far we have not found a third orc. So, unfortunately, this is going to be much slower than my PB. My PB, I'm done in a minute, so definitely not going to be done in a minute here. So...
See how quickly and quietly.
Oh, this is the slowest one too.
All alone.
So these are all randomized. Did he count? Yes, he did. Cool. while we're on the mission. There's our third guy. Okay, so we know all three of our orcs now. Now it's just a matter of getting them. And all we have to do is kill... I don't care if he lights a beacon, that doesn't bother me. All we have to do is kill 3 guys by stealth.
How you going, Bright Lord? Well, see you're expanding already. Beautiful.
And these are
what you
mandatory.
should do is make that bloke your bodyguard. Anyone looking to carve his way across Mordor needs a guard or two. I mean, I don't. I mean, obviously. If it ever got to the point where I needed a hand on the battlefield, I'd cut my own throat. But you should have some added muscle. No shame in it.
Thanks, Bruce.
Come on.
Unfortunately, there was a guard there. There was a, Oh, here he is still. So this is not the guy for our quest. But this is a guy we can take. So, that's 2. That's lucky. That's really lucky. So we're going to... Got 35 seconds to kill 2 more by stealth. You're not going to work. There's another of you because you see us now. Does it count? No, it does not. Okay, so we're going to fail this, unfortunately, I think. Unless I get really lucky here.
Alright, boss. Got yourself
Yep.
another hang.
But that's okay.
You'll have a proper...
We have to
idea
listen to
in
this
no
speech
time.
anyway.
But you gotta remember, an army needs orders to follow. And I'll tell you what's always a popular one. Murder. Command that new follower of yours to gut some bugger you don't like, and that'll free you up to gut somebody else at the same time. And remember to keep the target's weaknesses in mind. If he's terrified of fire, there's nothing funnier than sending someone to clobber him with a fire weapon. Oh, that's proper music, that is.
Alright.
Dudes.
So we've got 10 seconds to still kill 2 guys by stealth. We might be able to do it here. Maybe if I go for this. If I run around here. Maybe. Maybe. Didn't get it. Didn't get it at all, unfortunately. So now we restart. And there's a level 18 guy here.
Taste of death, Ranger. Death to all men.
So now we are unfortunately being very slow. We have to restart that whole kill 5 undetected. Two. Three. 4. Both of those guys saw me, so we're going to go for this guy over here. We don't need the worms anymore since we know all 3 of them. And there's Gash. There's our 3rd guy.
You're a quiet little snake, aren't you?
So this has been pretty slow, but we still got lucky in a way by finding an extra guy. It would have been a lot slower had we not found that 2nd guy and fought him. Hopefully we can get a stealth here, a stealth opener. Yep, so that's a good stealth opener. Most of his HP is down already. Don't think this shield guy's going to let us do this straight away, but give it a go. Might just have to just get lucky here, really. Just gonna go for it. Yep. So that's all 3. 3-minute loss, but that's not too bad.
Whatever you say.
And we're not in combat, it doesn't look like, so we can just fast travel without having to do the glitch again. Okay. Okay, so now we've just got to wait for Bruce. There he is.
You recruited as a sneaky bastard. He'd make a top backstabber. What you want to do is to make him bodyguard to a war chief, so you can, well, stab him in the back. Of course, no war chief's gonna take on a bodyguard unless he's proved himself, and the place to do that is in the fight pits. How does surviving a few rounds make you trustworthy? No idea, but it's a bloody good laugh. And you'd be a drongo to trust an orc anyway, so it all works out. Go on, have a go.
Thanks, Bruce. You. Yep. I don't care, I don't need you as bodyguard anymore. Go and do that, we don't actually care. Okay. And now the Etten mission is unlocked. So we had to get at least 3 bodyguards there so Bruce could explain what we do with each bodyguard, and then it unlocks this mission. I'm just gonna quickly level up here. We're gonna grab this ability here. I dislike this ability a lot, but it is really useful. What that ability does is it allows us to build a lot more light with each attack, but if we miss or get attacked, then it drops to 0. And when we drop out of combat, our might also drops to 0. Some more unskippable cutscenes. We're nearly out of the tutorial, an hour into the run.
My black speech is a little rusty. Actually, I don't know a single word. Language is a pain in the ass, but to hazard a guess, he said you're all gonna die horribly. My kind of black.
I will handle the Overlord. You focus on the defenders.
Define focus.
Okay. So this is the first Fort invasion. The game kind of teaches you how to do invasions here. You are going to be my friend. Thank you.
He is so bloody fast! Hold your ground! He's up there, swine! Why'd you have to attack this fort today?
So here's our focus, here's the war chief. We have to kill all of the war chiefs before we do this, so... Okay, so... Unfortunately, I couldn't avoid that because I was in the middle of a different animation. But as you can see here, we are super underleveled from where we should be already, and that's why we're getting basically our butt kicked by these guys. That's the first death out of 2. You can have 2. You can have 2 deaths. No, oh, we couldn't dodge again because I was in an animation. Rage by acrobatics. Okay. That's really good. We're gonna spam jump away because I think there's someone attacking us. Execute this guy if we can. We're actually going to break him in, and that will help us much later in the game. Hi, Rebirth the Gamer. I'm really good, thank you, man. The difficulty is easy because we do the NX runs on easy.
Right now, you
So,
will not get anywhere
yeah.
near the keep.
I'm doing really good tonight, thank you, by the way, for asking. It's worth reviving this guy if we can get a revive on him. It's worth it because he increases our capture speed. But we shouldn't take damage reviving him, so that was a mistake. We're going to go for 2 arrow shots on this guy. That should be enough to break him. And when we eventually get through to capturing him, we're going to shame him again. And what that does is that puts him into the last fight with Sauron most of the time. It's not a guarantee that he'll show up, but it's highly likely that he will. And because he's such low level, it means by the time we get to the Sauron fight, he's basically a 4 or 5 shots out. Get better. Come on, Bruce, hang on. Let's just capture this fort first.
Ripper gear this lot has. Maybe I'll pick up a sword for myself. I could use a new toothpick.
Pick your teeth later. Right now.
That's a ring drop. We don't care about ring drops yet. Focus upgrade isn't huge, so kind of worthless. Definitely should have grabbed those arrows. We'll go for these ones instead.
You really think you can take us on?
Alright.
We'll bring your head to the Overlord.
So level 22 versus level 12.
I was gonna wait. You know.
Oh, more monologues. We can't really avoid monologues during sieges, unfortunately. I just hope that we get multiple monologues in a row, because then they have shorter monologues. Okay, so that guy's about to shoot us, so we need to bolt. Bolt breaker, that's fine. We want to focus down the. I'm trying to get to the warlord here, the overlord, not the overlord, the war chief here. This guy. You can see he's the war chief by the fact that he has a little crown over his number. And we can't capture this area until he's down. And even if we do, we still have to kill him before anything else. He's a fairly okay guy to send to Sauron, but I don't think I'm going to have time here, so I'm just going to kill him. No, he did not drop anything useful. At this point, as long as I get Bruce back up, the only thing that's slowing us down now... Yep, Bruce is back up. These guys are no longer hampering us from capturing, they're just slowing us down at this point. Cool, my guy killed another guy. Excellent. And now we're just trying to clear as many as possible. Bruce killed the third one. That's great. That should be the end fort down in a few moments. So I'm going to walk towards this way and capture. And Bruce magically teleports there.
I fancy this fort capturing business. And once this one's yours, you'll need a new overlord. I'd like to throw my hat in that ring.
What have I unleashed?
I'm not staying around, Betty.
Unlimited.
Okay.
Another day.
Righto. Now I'll snuff the overlord for you.
Killing the Overlord will send a message throughout this region.
So
That
I lost a bit more time on that split, but that's alright. We've still got a ton of time we can make up for in the late game. We have to go through the whole speech about the fort is ours now.
We fought and suffered, but still we stand. There is a new power in Mordor.
Yeah, look, the game's not really that hard, Rebirth the Gamer, until the 3-hour mark. When we're at level 23 and we're taking on someone who's level 45. That's when the game still gets quite tricky because most of the captains can one-shot us. Outside of that, it's more about technique and it's more about adjusting on the fly to different captains and different abilities they have. Okay, so that is the first. That is this all done. You, I don't care, you're closest, so you'll get promoted to Overlord. And yeah, look, this, I don't have it yet, but I'm in the process of writing up a full guide for this too. So if you want to start running this game, it's really, again, up until the 3-hour mark, it's really quite easy, and then it gets a bit tricky there.
Will eventually come under attack, which you already know since you attacked it once yourself.
Just close that door behind me again. Thank you.
Thing is, you don't always need to be on the defense. You have scouts who can sniff out enemy forts, so you can attack yourself.
My dog's just going crazy.
The best offense is a good offense.
Yeah, look, I've finished the game in Brutal, and I've got 100% save done, so I know how hard Brutal can get. The first few missions are easy, yeah, but it gets really hard late.
I forgot to fill Ranger's fading bow before I left.
Got the game to 90% complete, yeah. It's one of those weird games where it's not overly hard if you're playing it normally. If you're speedrunning it, the only reason it's hard is because we're so underleveled. Oh, that's awesome, man. Congratulations. That's not a bad achievement on Brutal. Not bad at all. So you got there in 1 hour 30.
The fight pits.
And this is the first part of the run where we don't have any control.
Although that is something I cannot recommend enough. But the fight pits are where you
but yeah, if you want to play this game, man, I absolutely recommend speedrunning it. Like, I'm the world record holder at the moment. I've only held it for about a week so far. There's not much competition yet, but I'm hoping that people will. Yeah, I'm really hoping that people start picking it up. So if you want it, man, please. You know, there's a Lord of the Rings Discord, Lord of the Rings speedrunning Discord. I'm on there. There's a bunch of other runners on there. Come and see us. Oh, good. We've got a Berserker. That's great. As long as he stops using his stun grenades and actually starts hitting. So this is complete RNG, and that was a really good fight. So nice and quick.
See, wasn't that a good time? Grog was drunk, laughs were had, blood was shed, and Grog was drunk. There's no fight like a pit fight.
Yeah, I can imagine being a bit upset with that fight. Level 16 versus 56, you basically die in one shot to any of the special abilities. Maybe not a standard melee, but yeah, any special ability you die in one shot. Definitely that would be hard. Okay. So... okay, what are you doing? Okay. Cool. Don't care about daily challenges. Yes, yes. This is the menu heavy part of the run, unfortunately. Got a level 12 sword. I don't care about that upgrade. Take that. Take that. I'll take that. So now we're heading off to Cannon's Bane. 4 tries for that kind of fight. 16 versus 56. That's not bad at all, man. That's not too bad. So this is our first time visiting this zone in the speedrun, and very lucky that there's always a Caragor spawn here. So if we come up and around here, this guy, the first time you enter the zone is always guaranteed. Sometimes he's behind a rock, sometimes he's not. So we're going to focus hitting him in the... oh. Thank you. We'll make sure we don't headshot him there because we can actually kill him in one if we have a good enough bow. So we just focus on taking 2 shots to the butt, and that always gives us a easy capture. Lost 2 of you 4 guys doing it, yeah. On Brutal, I seem to lose war chiefs all the time, man. Like, I cannot keep a hold of them during sieges and stuff. That was what I found the most difficult when I was doing a Brutal run. There is no Brutal speedrun though, so if you want to give it a go, man, like, I can't imagine how hard it would be, but you could be the first person in the world to do a full any percent Brutal run. Go this order here, need more arrows, get that up. We do this order here so that when we come down off the mountain, we're immediately stealthing this guy. If we're lucky, those Caragor riders won't interfere. Sometimes they see us, sometimes they don't. They saw us, that's not great. We're going to go to the backup route of hitting this. That should be close to downing Zog. We're just going to go for a stun here, just to make sure he doesn't give us out monologue. Cool, that's great.
It doesn't end here. I will wake all the dead
So
of
nothing we can do here for the moment.
they're done. All the lives you ended. And once they're risen, who do you think they'll come for? Oh yes, we'll meet again. Swallowed by the darkness.
So this is a Balrog fight. Everyone knows the Balrog fight. It looks really cool, but it turns out it's just an auto-scroller. Yeah, man, if you're playing on Brutal, you've got to level hard. And as I said, that's the only thing that makes this run hard, is the fact that we're not playing, that we're so under leveled. So if you're playing on Brutal, 100% you have to level, man.
We bury again.
Come on,
You
come on.
trespass my dominion.
Am I going to hit that from the end? No, I'm going to have to wait for the shot. 4 attacks in the back of the barrel, and then we're good. Come on. One, two, three, 4. Our health doesn't matter in this fight at all. Normally? That has never happened. That's interesting. Huh. I've never had that happen to me before in this fight. That sucks. That's a big time loss. But we live and learn, eh?
Back to pitted sleep. We bury again. You trespass.
It depends on how you transition your game. You can transition with some gems or some captains and things like that, but what we do for the speed run is we completely delete our game, so that won't help with the speed run. Yeah, 2 max level gems would definitely be helpful. There we go. Thankfully we are immortal while rolling. Okay. That's the first phase of this fight done. Now we move on to the second phase. Get out of my way, please, Mr. Barrel. Get out of my way, please. Where are you? There you are. Okay. Come on, come on. If we spam hard enough here, we can get an attack off while he tries to get an attack off. No, we didn't get it. So, go for the parry now. And this is unfortunately a bit of the slow part of the fight, so I'm just kind of spamming a button and just waiting for button prompts to come up on the screen. There's nothing we can do to speed this up, we can only really slow it down. Button prompts, we're almost there, almost done with the fight. Spam the A button. Run at us, so we can immediately start attacking, get him out of this cycle. He should push it back. And now we've just got to get 4 chest shots and this fight is done. One, 2, 3, and we're going to run out of focus here.
It is revealed into the eye of his fire.
Come on. There we go. That's the 4 we needed. I want to try to get around the front of the grab because that's faster for mounting than the back. And up we go. Another minute lost there. We still can make all this up. It does suck a little bit, but where is it? Best defense. There we go. It does suck a little bit, but we can easily make this up. So I'm going to go to fast travel. I want to go back into our menu and just gear up a little bit. Why does it do that sometimes? That's really annoying. It should always come back to us, but sometimes it picks online fights. We want perfect count, fatal counter, and we want the ability to freeze. And that should be us. I forgot to get Talent Strike. That's really bad, actually. That was really bad leveling up then. Talent Strike was really important. I should have it by now and I don't. So I'm actually just going to be slow off the bat here. Oh, that was very silly of me. Not paying attention to my level.
This looks like a
Okay, it's a spearman.
but it's really a crypt. Your crypt,
So we're hoping for anything outside of Defender basically, because Defenders just have a ton of health and they're slow. Woodricks aren't great either, but you know, they're okay, we can handle them. So set everything on fire. That'll clear anything around from us. This guy I'm going to send to the Sauron fight. So that should break him. Now send him to the Sauron fight by capturing him and chaining him. So we'll see him again at Sauron, guaranteed. Because he's one of the attackers in this scenario. Ah, he got out before we executed him.
Uruk, do you? Come on then, join in.
So had I stunned him then, we wouldn't have got his monologue, but that's alright. What do you have? Dagger? Don't care about daggers. Are you inside the fort? I think you're inside the fort, aren't you? I can't go around that. I'd take the gamble and say he's inside the fort. Looks like yep, he's inside the fort. Cool. Made the right choice rather than running around the outside. Okay. Threat's right against this monument, which I want to get rid of.
You should take more care. Make sure you're
I want to get him away from this monument because this monument glitches out his pathing a little bit, and my pathing. There we go. So I can't ground execute him because he's too close to the monolith again. So now I can't target him. And he's adapted. Alright, wait a second. I said we were going to execute him, but okay, we're not, apparently. Please get out of my way, Oleg. Oh, Oleg, please get out of my way, buddy. Go. He's down. 3 more to go. That's his fight down. I don't care about a cloak.
Targeting the inner gate. If these orcs reach the keep,
I'm going to go up.
That is where they will die.
Who are we going to go for? We're going to go for this guy first. Vigilance against stealth.
Me? Who do you think you're dealing with, Talk?
Bad luck there, but thankfully still not a defender, so we're not getting the worst RNG here possible. I'm going to take out this guy just so we can do this. Again, he wasn't too bad to deal with, so we're going to send him to the Sauron fight at the end. Yes, I know that was my whole plan, was to shame him. Who's bleeding? Not Bruce. So, someone I actually care about is bleeding. So we don't care about Bruce because Bruce can't actually die from bleeding out.
My poison was spread to every extreme.
That guy died in the end, that's interesting.
From the inside out.
Okay, I need to actually target the poison guy because they can deal a lot of damage at this level. Where are you? There you are. I'd rather not send this guy if possible to the end fight with Sauron. So we'll just kill him here.
It's quiet. Too quiet. Let's just change that.
Okay, buddy. Nice little glitchy animation there, and he's down. So now we just gotta run to the gatehouse. Again, we don't care about picking up Bruce because he can't die. Come on. Please get out of my way, everyone. That was a pretty good defense. I saved a little bit of time there. Region lost. Yep.
We will retake our fortress. We will slaughter that wretched Olog and all who stand with him.
And what of the ones who stand with us? Clearly their loyalty cannot be trusted.
All who resist will be made an example of.
Did we level up? Yes, I can finally fix my mistake here by grabbing Talon Strike. And we'll grab in Combat. Branding. Talon Strike is actually the best ability in the game. Hands down, 100% for speedrunning this game. If you don't have Talon Strike, it's completely pointless.
There are 3 prisoners. You go in and
I picked it up 2 levels too late. You get it at level...
I'm a really good scout.
You get it. You can have access at it at level 15, and I picked it up at 17 then because I misdid my talents. So these guys, you can kind of just, for the most part, you can run and just free them. The orcs don't interrupt you, or by the time they get to interrupting you, you've already cut the orcs free. And each captain usually takes care of
Now to kill every last one of you.
most of the enemies around.
Too slow.
You're not getting this prisoner. What you are getting is
Oh, buddy, if you don't die from this execute, I so want to send you to the Star on Fire. Yeah, cool. You're going to the Star on Fire, hopefully. It should be like level 1. I don't think he'll go because he's just so low level now. Oh, I made him insane. Cool. Feed the rest of the guards here. That's all the guards. Okay, on to the bruise fight. Well, I'm glad. Hi, Rebirth. I'm glad you're back, mate. And look, don't get in trouble being at work and watching me, man. Like, I'm thankful you're here, but don't get in trouble, man.
Go along that little shrug-stained rat bag. Well, tell you what, I've got some friends too, me. Yeah.
Jumping. Stream is jumping, is it? It's interesting. I'm not seeing any drop frames, but then again, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't been streaming that long, so it could be something on my end, it could be something on your end. I'm not sure, unfortunately. Where are all the guys? Here they are.
Where did he come from?
Okay. One down. Don't really care about fighting Bruise, but if he's here and frozen, I'll fight him. Okay, he's not frozen anymore, so I'm just gonna move on. Oh, good. My guys normally die here, so having one of them killed is great. I have to go pick up that guy bleeding in a sec. Set fire since there's multiple people around here. Bruce can go run off and be on fire for a while. Yep, there's one of my guys dead, unfortunately. I don't care about these guys, I don't use them again. Yeah, the only possibility is to pick him up broken. I agree. I wish I would have. If the game had let me, I would have made him Overlord straight away. Like I really like his personality, to be honest. So yeah, I definitely would have just let him be the Overlord, but the game has has to let us have this betrayal fight, so...
You're going to say me, you what? Right, I'm ready.
So that should be pretty close to Bruce running away now. And wow, this has been one of the best Bruce fights I've had in a very long time. All of the big guys are dead, except for Bruce. Come on. This is great.
Wasn't supposed to go this way.
Yeah, I don't like Daz and Gaz either, or Daz. I've seen a Daz as well. I don't like any of them. Like they're not the same. I agree, man.
What happens to those who oppose the Bright Lord?
Okay, some left in the corridor still. Fighting Ratbag. I thought all the main guys were dead. There's one left. We're gonna get his sentence here.
Your corpse.
If you shame them enough, you can get rid of it, but it's not guaranteed. Yeah, sometimes shaming works, but not always. Alright, cool. Saved a bit of time on that.
This fortress is once again under my command. An attempted rebellion has been put down. Its conspirators have been put to the sword. Its leader...
This animation here, by the way, when he starts wiggling his arms, just cracks me up every time. It's so ridiculously badly done. Right here.
Here, my enemies will find no weakness, no mercy, only the
Yeah, shaming them, it's not guaranteed to remove Iron Will, but it does have a chance. So, like, you can shame them over and over again, and hopefully if you don't make them a maniac or a deranged, you might be able to remove Iron Will. There's no guarantee. Which sucks. I agree, it does suck. Okay. Okay, time for the first actual hard part of this game. This one here. You're not going to let me fast travel because I was too quick in the menu, wasn't I? There we go. So, skill up first. Since I played on Brutal, I'm so sick of seeing Death Defying and No Chance. It's so frustrating. I never saw so many arrow-proof guys in my life. Yeah, No Chance is 100% the worst thing this game has ever decided to put in. I absolutely hate seeing it. Like, it can ruin runs in this game as well. But yeah, on Brutal, arrow-proof and No Chance are just ridiculous combinations. Death Defying... On Brutal, yeah, Death Defying is hideous, because it's like, what is it, a half HP heal? It's like fighting like an extra captain, basically. On here, it's not too bad, because they have such low HP relative to me. I need to focus on getting another boost, I wasn't going to run out of fuel here. Oops, that bonk wasn't good. I need to go for that rock. Oh, no, I should be fine.
Amateur!
Oh.
I don't usually introduce myself, but I want you to understand something. I am
So this is the first guy you kill.
I am a highly skilled orc who has been paid a staggering amount to separate your head from your body.
It's half HP on easy. It might be full. I'm pretty sure it's actually full HP on Brutal. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. So this is our first real siege, and because we're speedrunning, we don't bring any captains. So it's all down to how well I fight. There's no help from captains at all this fight. Okay. What have we got? This is the only Overlord I don't scout as well. The rest of them I do scout. But this guy's still low enough level. So he's poison. Tank Berserker. Okay, cool. No. Should have no issue killing him. Arrow Proof is our biggest worry right now.
Shall be engulfed in our clamorous din and boiling smoke.
Come on, buddy. Alright, mate, keep soon. Okay. That's not great, losing this much HP already. I need to correct that. I need to get some. Yeah, I'm getting pelted by these archers. Is it you that's pelting me? It's just you, isn't it? Oh. We need to get a combat brand here just so I can get some HP back. Do another one here, just to make sure we get as much HP as possible. Alright, back to full HP, that's great.
You'll die here.
Cool, first sign down. We'll grab this guy, it doesn't matter who we grab. There are too many orcs in here and we cannot capture. We need to burn. So this is all about staying in the circle, obviously, and trying to stop there too many. If there's too many orcs in the circle, we will stop capturing because we are just so low level compared to everything in here. Even the grunts have levels, and if there's too many of them in here, then they will stop us from capturing. Thankfully, with our guys in here as well, though, we capture quickly, so... Didn't mean to jump out then. Minor technical mistake. I've teleported my own guy, but that's fine. We have to kill this guy before we can capture the point, so... It doesn't matter about us standing in here. Focus him down. Burninate the area. Go for a ground execute. Go for a stun again. Flip over. Stun this time. Get rid of this guy if he bothers us too much. Now we go for the execute. That should be enough. Yep. Cool. That should let us start capturing now. I need a dagger dropping. We're going to go for a combat brand. No, we're not. We're going to build up energy to go for a combat brand again. Cool. Just to get our HP back. Back to full HP. Now it's just about keeping as many grunts out of here as possible so that we increase our capture speed. Didn't mean to take the damage there. Shouldn't matter too much. Oh, now that might matter a little bit. There's a lot of defenders in this fort. I know there's not this many. He'll do. I was trying to get a shield guy, but he'll do.
Hold fast!
There should be some arrows just around here. Arrows, because we guarantee need them. And so far this isn't going too bad. Okay. I love the machine fort design. I just love this design. It looks great.
The tide of battle turns, and it turns.
It's a long word, unfortunately.
I'm going to throw your corpse into the vats so that life will bloom from all your death making.
Okay. Hey, it's poisonous. I remember saying that before. It's a tank poison. If he's arrow proof, this will be a bit slow. If not, we'll be very quick here. Do this. And that's him down, hopefully, unless he's death defying. Listen for the sound effect.
It won't do you no good, man.
He's down.
My brothers will take back this fort and chop you to pieces.
We're hoping for a sword, because we haven't seen a sword drop in a very long time. Yes, we got a sword, and we got a legendary sword. That's great. Okay, second fort down. And about halfway there with the run. So...
If you listen, you can hear the thunder of our enemies' feet as they flee! While we feast in victory, they quake in fear! Because they know that we are coming for them! Witness the rise of Mordor! Witness the rise of the bright Lord!
Fortress captured. There we go. So a bit of time save there. Back to 2 minutes off world record pace at the moment. Yep, I don't care about orcs with epic traits. I'm just going to strike whoever here, it doesn't matter. And time to go do the last mission for Kargoth. Kargoth? Where are you? Where's my flame? There you are. the name? It's not Kargoth. My brain is not working well today. Karnan.
Looks like these orcs enjoy playing at war.
Let us see how well they handled the real thing.
Okay, we want to climb up here, if possible. Yep, this looks like a good route to the top. Not many small cliffs. Fortunately, this mine climb is just insanely bad. Like, it's so slow. There's no great route up here. I think this is probably close to the best, but even then, it's probably could be improved a little bit. We want to go this way, and we want to jump off and go straight in there. Cool. This is the last Hadia in the game to grab. Again, we don't have to do the scout, luckily. We don't have to do find all the objects, we just have to grab it. And that's because we come back here 3 times total.
We're hero and Mornion.
Okay. Come on, game. You're not gonna let me, are you? No, damn. That's 30 seconds wasted there. You can teleport directly to that cliff face, but it's such a tight little window to try to get the teleport correct. Sometimes this happens and we end up hoofing there. Which, when we're only 2 minutes behind the world record and there's like 9 minutes to save, I want to try to save every second possible.
Targoroth fouls earth and sky, plows a path of flame. Haste, haste, haste! It rages across land, scorches a path.
Targoroth will not be difficult to find.
Okay, so this is, again, most of the Karnan's missions outside of her first one are a form of auto-scrollers. This is another one. We have no control over how fast this goes, just how slow it goes, until we get to the last phase of the fight. I'm glad they give us a Caragor here, because this would have been a very long run otherwise. Oops, did not mean to climb that.
He must be buried. He must be returned to the depths.
And here we go.
Double back.
Lies in wait to rain down fire.
Where are we going?
To ice. We go to ice.
We just drop these stalagmites on him. There's not much to do. Again, it doesn't matter how far behind he is of us. It really just matters if he catches us or not. Which only ever one time he's caught me, and that's when I was doing incorrect things.
Ice, your chance is near.
Nope, we're not going fast today. That's alright.
Catch again.
That should be it. So our health doesn't matter here as long as we can get to this point where we get the dregs. Just want to dodge these fireballs if possible. There should be another one. Now we can use free fire on this guy.
It is up to us now, Talia.
1, 2. And on third we use our ice breath.
Isn't working. We must send this beast to the depths.
First done. We've got 3 more to go. A bit high here, so I'm going to come down lower. So we've already got him. We're just waiting for the fireballs to happen. We've already got him to the second dunk. This is an A spam one. turn here by getting off Drake's fire. So we still have to wait for him to do his 3 loops. So again, we're just biding time here.
Strike like thunder, fall like rain. Drown is his flame.
One more and we're done. Oh, Balrog. We still have to wait for him to do his whip. There's nothing we can do here, even though his HP is low.
Let us fall upon it.
And that is the fight. Again, we use that Hadia we just unlocked. Wait a few seconds before doing a dive, so we can get right to the edge here. Cool.
Some of our soldiers were sighted.
Rescue 3 guys.
Tread lightly. We must be careful.
A good blow!
Thank you kindly, Ranger. I had given up.
Get behind him!
Cut this guy out.
I thought we were done for.
Teleport to this guy. And cut this guy out.
You saved
Okay,
us, Ranger.
go. That's the first half of that mission done. It's like pretty quick. I didn't mean to climb those logs. Climbing logs is slow.
The Uruks use our soldiers as bait. Those are the lucky ones.
Have you managed to free any of your brothers?
No. Some weeks we lose as many as we rescue.
Need to grab these arrows because we're out of arrows. And that should give us enough clearance to free the guys who are again fireproof without
Time to spill some
they're fireproof again while they're tied up, which is great.
Thank you, Ranger.
Keep those pigskins around.
That's not what I intended to do at all. What I intended to do was this. This is probably going to be bad. One guy down.
These orcs will...
So they'll distract the orcs now, and I can move to the last guy. Sometimes you can get lucky and free this guy first, sometimes you
I
can't.
should thank you. These prisoners had given up hope. No fun there. Now they get to see you die and know just how alone they are.
Okay, buddy. We're gonna go for fire. I don't care that I'm on fire, that's fine. So he's a tank, but luckily he's not a shield wearing tank. That Caragor's gonna have to go at me in a sec. There he is there. Cool, he's dead. Oh, and they're all berserkers when their captain gets killed. That's interesting. He's free. Oh, Caragor got me. But it can't seem to find a path to me. Okay. So, wow, I get a Caragor here. That's actually kind of big. Actually, not. No.
You see this orc here? He's gonna do amazing things to your body!
Through nothing.
Well, amazing to my eyes. You're gonna hate it.
Oh, I'm glad you've had lunch, man. Best tie so far. I'm not sure what you mean by that, sorry.
Export of our misery.
Then we will make misery of their sport.
You kill my beastie, I kill you!
I can make them angry.
So much
You're alive. For now, let's deal with these orcs first.
Go for ground executes. Oh, time so far. It's the one in the world record just below. It's 3 hours, 50 minutes, and 10 seconds. Which is the fastest in the world currently. By 27 seconds. The old record stood for 2.5 years, and I was managed to. Thankfully, I was managed to get it last week. We're going to leap over this guy because we're getting close to the mission barrier. We don't want him to go out there. And we're just going to get rid of this guy. Thank you very much, man. I was really happy last week when I got it. Oh, we made another maniac. Or deranged. That was a good save. Yeah, so now it's time to do this.
She's a true warrior. She fears
I actually want
nothing.
to skill up here. Thanks again for taking me over there. We want to go for faster ground execution. We want to grab brutal aggression. Definitely want to grab this. And we want to grab retaliation just because it makes things quicker. And that's that.
Yes.
So right now we want to wait for the area to load. So we're waiting for orcs to load in here. There's not much I can do right now until they do. Game load. And we're looking for these guys. We just want to know if this guy is fear of execution. Yeah, he's easy to take. So what we know now is we know if worst comes to it, we can use our Elven Rage on some of the commanders rather than saving it for the last guy. And that's just because he's got a fear of execution. Because again, we're going in here solo. We don't have any captains to back us up.
So
thinks we will fall to this.
So we're 13 levels behind him now.
Like those weaklings at Dar's Guru.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, it's not. This fort isn't too bad as long as we don't get too many defenders. But the next fort, we're 35 levels behind. So it's like, even though we're on easy, it's like super difficult. Mainly because our weapons just don't do enough damage. We have to go through like 10 cycles to get someone down. So yeah, even though for the most part this run is very easy, it's just the fort taking that is pretty much the hardest barrier of this game. So if you're good at taking barriers, Rebirth, I mean, it's probably a free record. I expect myself to die at least twice in the Gorgoth siege. Not this siege, the next siege. I'm gonna take you out because you're being a pain, and we're gonna teleport. I didn't take him out, did I? No. There we go, there I took him out. So there's the captain, and of course he's a defender. That's the worst type of one we can get. I apologise about the noise, there is a lot of noise going on at the moment. This fort has some weird noises. Ah, that's why. We're actually going to abuse this. Hopefully. No, because I don't have Dragon Rider. I was going to abuse it, but we don't actually have Dragon Rider as part of the fort. Okay. We're just going to capture this guy, send him away. He's going to come back in the Sauron fight, but we can't deal with him quickly now, so we're just going to send him away and deal with him later. Okay, that was good. I don't think I can capture. Oh. You are very useful over there, Mr. Archer. Don't you die to this Drake. Please. Cool. So now I have my first. Yeah, this split is super hard. It's not the hardest one, it's the second hardest in the game. But cool. This guy is now with me, so this might make it easier. Oh, I poisoned myself. Where did I get poisoned? Thanks, Drake. So, yeah, we have to unleash. Oh god, you are going to be the trickiest guy to get rid of. Bolt Breaker, I keep forgetting. Okay, I'm just going to send this guy away. I can't deal with him right now because I can't stun him. Actually, no, I'm going to take him. He's level 19. Why don't I take him? That was nearly a mistake. Okay, now I've cleared these guys out. I should be able to capture this point again. Cool. So, full HP. I want to run over there, so I want to get the arrows. Oopsies. Oh, there goes 3/4 of my HP right there. Oh, God, these guys are just wrecking me today. Oh, and he's Vault Breaker. Great. That's not what we want at all. Let's hope he has a fear of pinning or something.
Did you really think I'd leave you be? And let you run amok?
Should we cut you up? Smash you? Stab you? I can't decide. We'll just have to do it all.
Let's keep going. Come on, guys.
For? Let's make him scream!
Thanks, guys. go for a fire attack here. One of them's fireproof, but not the main guy that we care about. Ah, didn't dodge in time, so that's first step down. One more death we're allowed in this floor. Yeah, I didn't let us. Another guy changed sides.
I'll follow every command. It'll be a pleasure.
So we're just going to use our arrows here to knock this guy down. Oh, Rage Guy's not great though. Go away, Range Guy, please. Got one of my guys killed an Enraged Guy. And where's the broken guy gone? He's running. He's running away. Great. Excellent. More than happy to let him run. Yeah, so far, Rebirth Man, it's going really well. I am so far lucky, but it looks like I've got multiple defenders here. There's at least one. No, only one. That's alright. So multiple defenders here is a run killer. Not a run killer, but makes the run much harder. So this actually is looking alright so far. Guys died. Combat brand on this guy. No. Thought I was 23. I must be 22. Oh, another deranged. Wow, I've had 3 deranged in this run. That's interesting. Rather not send this guy to the last fight if I can avoid it, so I'm just going to go for an execute here and hope that I get it. Yeah, cool. And I saw an A prompt come up, so I'm just going to dodge straight away. Yeah, that guy's enraged. But it doesn't matter, because we'll capture this section. Oh, that was a bad dodge. There's someone who's just wrecking me here. There's so many here, I've just got to clear. Oh, there's a war banner down. That makes more sense. Where is it? Can't see it. Where is this war banner? Why can't I see it? This is causing me so many problems. I need to find this war banner ASAP. There it is. It's another guy with a war banner I just saw. So those who don't know, war banners enrage every single orc around them. Normal orcs and big orcs and captains and stuff. Oh, second death. Oh no, we're back to first death again. So there was obviously enough time between combat. That's unfortunate. Gonna have to. That's a war banner again. I saw. Guy died. Climb down. Oh, this is getting difficult though. So I need to figure out what I'm going to do here. Maybe I can sneak up this guy. Oh, didn't see that coming. You can bugger off. Oh, okay. Focus time, because I've got one hit left on me. Oh, I did not see those attacks coming at all. Alright, that's it. I'm out of lives now, so next time I die for good. There's 23. That was a really good level up. There's a banner somewhere again. All of my captains down now, so now it's just me versus this lot. I can't dodge. Where's that banner? Really? I haven't got the monologues yet? There you go.
But you've been so shy. Let's fix that.
We break arms, break legs, break all!
Camera, please. That's not great. So they're all fireproof, so I can't even use the AoE ability. I might have to blow my rage here. Yeah, oh my god, immune to execution. No, this guy is, yeah, I have to now. Okay. Is he death defying too? Yes, he's death defying.
You think you win?
Wow. Yeah, I have to use it, man. I have no choice here. No, I go and blind with the captains, it's literally only the overlords that I look, and that's just so I can see if I can use my Elven Rage or not. If it gets really bad, I have to just go and hunt them individually, but
You are
let's just get rid of this guy. One more, two more to go. Oh, this is getting difficult though. This is taking a lot of focus. Oh, he was right next to me when he started the charge. That could be it. No, he didn't go for an extra attack. This guy's immune to pretty much everything. We're just going to use fire here just to clear. Oh, that was close. I'm just going to have to... No, I was going to combat brand this guy, but he just enraged. I'm just going to have to wait it out, I think. He's going to flame. Maybe I can range him down. Arrowproof. And he's adapted. Oh, this is getting super difficult now. Oh. He died. He died. Okay, we've got a chance. Just got to kill this guy now. We've got a chance. Okay, so we're taking him here so that he'll help us capture this fort. So now we need to try to drain here if we can. They'll let us. No, we're going to have to build up for a combat drain, I think, to get our HP back. So we really have to watch our HP now that we don't have Elven Rage for the. We don't have Elven Rage for the Overlord. Okay. Let's see if we can. Game's not going to let us. Was trying to go for that armor upgrade there, just for some extra HP. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna grab the armor upgrade at this point. It's an extra like 10 seconds out of our way. But it's a huge power upgrade. Oh wait, I think I had a weapon then. Yep. Never. I had that in my inventory the whole time and I forgot about it. So I had a much better sword in my inventory. That would have made a lot of difference. Alright, so this guy has a fear of execution. So as long as we can get one execute on him, we can pretty much chain him. They're both Olags, so that's not great because the talent I took, when you slide between the Olag's leg, it counts as missing an attack.
The man who would conquer all Mordor. Surely the real battle will be fought before the walls of Barad-dûr. What is this fortress to you?
A stepping stone.
Dum-dum. So I don't think this... I'm not going to say it's not going to be world record, but... Oh, you're arrow-proof, that's great. Okay, got a stun on him, that's great. Didn't see the bomb. Okay, dodge that. Doesn't matter that I run up. Dodge, dodge, the fire. Okay, that's the execute on him, so that should put him into dazed. Now it's just about dodging this big guy. Keep executing him. Knock him out. Keep executing him. Oh, that was close. Yep, cool. Stun his big guy. I'm gonna keep attacking for a few moments here. I might be able to get him into broken. Yeah. If I hadn't run over that landmine, this fight might have been over already. Cool. Fight's over. Well, that was a big time waster. But we can still actually world record here, believe it or not. I lost 11.5 minutes on the final siege through deaths alone, so...
We have taught him the folly of challenging us. Now he knows that the Bright Lord and his army will not be stopped. Mordor will soon be ours.
Armor. It's a split. So we're going to go back. It's Nazgul time. Those quests. So it's now time to fight like 50 Nazgul in a row. Fun. And Nazgul aren't hard to fight at all. They're just slow and annoying is the main thing. They only have like 3 attacks, so like it's just... It's not that they're hard, they're just kind of boring to fight, to be honest.
With a veil of shadow.
Right. Oh, there you are, you've spawned now. Thank you. Yeah, pretty much. Wait to counter, attack, 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 wait to counter, attack, attack, attack. There's nothing interesting about an Nazgul. And occasionally dodge a range shot. That's it.
Your ability to track the Nazgul, another gift from Galadriel.
Oh, it's normally a guy you kill here. Oh, someone saw me. Just gonna knock him out.
That is one way to put it.
So this whole mission is about trying to escort Atariel and not get her into combat.
We will have to fight our way to it.
Anytime she's in combat, we have to kill every single orc.
There need not be obstacles. We can turn them into valuable assets.
Come on, Atariel, get through there without going into combat.
The Nine will stop at nothing to seize that ring.
This ring is not their prize. It is
Kill
their
this guy.
destruction.
Head up this way. There's be another guy we have to kill here, because he always sees us. I don't want to jinx it, but so far this is going alright. Should I speed boost off those rocks then?
After we took Venus into, I thought the Lord of them would have left
That might have entered Atariel into combat, might not have. We're
The
outranging
ringleads
her.
cannot be destroyed.
Come on,
They
Atariel.
always come back.
So, if you're wondering why Atariel just randomly starts spouting dialogue, we're hitting dialogue triggers, but we're so far ahead of her in terms of where we should be, that the game doesn't know what to do, so it just kind of fires off triggers. And she's now at the point where we can sprint ahead. Coolies. And Nazgul fights. Yay!
Don't stop fighting.
No.
The Witch King has taken possession of this city. Now he will take possession.
If I just run without stealthing, she goes into combat sometimes. I've got to time this because Atariel's nowhere near. So I can't use her for defense then because she's nowhere near. So I have to time the dodge of his main attack. Oh, that's unfortunate. Lost all my wrath. Dodged. Stabby, stabby.
Lady Galadriel's light protects us.
The light of Galadriel is greater than his foul.
So you don't actually need to go on the light either. As I said, you're immortal while rolling. So as long as you're rolling when that strike actually hits, it doesn't matter. Failing hard at this though. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge. 1, 2. Execute.
Dark power is no match for the light of Galadriel.
1, 2, 3, 4. Roll away. 1, 2. Teleport away. A few more hits and he's in. He's down in. There's a dodge. There's a dodge there, for example.
Repels his darkness.
Range attack. One more attack should be able to execute him. That should get him into range. No. 2 more attacks. 1 off. That was pretty close. Okay. Now skill 5 down.
You will submit to me and defeat the 9. You will join them.
Saved a bit of time there. I think my PV was all over the place with that fight. Scourge. Yeah, I've just picked up a lot of things from playing this. Like, I mean, I've played this, my god, like, I think I've got 190 hours on this PC alone. So I think my other PC had a lot more hours on it. But yeah, they didn't transfer across when I moved to the new PC. That's a bad jump. Alright, hammer fight.
We will hold back his beasts, Master, but only you can defeat the Nazgûl.
So I want to hop up onto this perch.
You hold this fort for the Bright Lord.
Apparently this is the first time I've seen the ghouls. Interesting. Immediately want to execute, followed by immediately executing. And that's enough. Phase 2.
Of the Dark Lord, like his powers.
Okay, buddy. Sure thing, buddy. There he is. That was my mistake then. Go away, ghouls, please. So, phase 3 now. Go away, please, ghouls. Where is it there?
Is as strong as your fortress.
He will need someone to replace you.
That's enough to break him. Okay, hammer 1 down. That was a really good hammer 1. Yeah, look, I'll admit, the first time I watched that cutscene, I was so upset. Like, I was just screeching at Talion not to grab the ring. Just don't grab it, don't grab it, don't grab it. I don't know. Like, that got to me. It really did get to me. After all, you know, we've played 2 games with these guys. You know, after everything we've been through, it's just... you know, don't get me wrong, I knew this was never going to be like a happy ending to a story, but I don't know, it got to me, man. It really got to me. Okay. You're not going to let me hit you, are you? Cool. Before this starts, I should really check that. Not skills. Not skills. We want bow. I need to check if I've got a better bow. Yes, I do. Because this is so reliant on bow. These drakes. Okay, one drake down.
If we could dominate.
Yeah, man, 100%. Like, you know, Talion is still technically the hero, but then if you play the DLC as well, like, then Talion even loses his mantle as that. We're gonna get up on this. Up. Thank you. Up. Up. No, don't want to get up. Okay. We're just gonna let ghouls annihilate us here instead, probably. Trying to get up here so we can get away from the ghouls to fight the dragons. Keeping an eye on where the dragons are. Get off the damn thing, Talion, so we can fight this dragon. Oh. Thankfully, we can always beat up the dragons. No, don't take off. We're just getting started, dude. Oh, at least you're dead. No, not dead. Really? Oh yeah, 100%. Like, Talion, Talion had a reason for going bad. I think Karabrumbo just went mad with power. That's all the drakes down. That's not too bad. Then we've got Hammer's fight. Round 2.
What happens to the Nazgul when they are defeated?
We'll take that. I don't have a good gem in my blade. I could have upgraded that to a better gem, but that's alright. We don't use a ranged weapon that often.
Growing in strength until it can again take physical form.
So, they are banished from death.
I try to be bad in games, man. Like, when you have options in the games, like, I try to go the bad route, and I feel so bad. Like, games like Fable, I felt bad for people, and, like, I had to be the good person in the end. This is, like, the only game where I'm okay with being, like, not a bad, like, being a bad guy, and that's, I think it's mainly because I felt really attached to Talion.
My master commands that you serve him.
Yeah, everyone has their own preference, man. Like, I've got a lot of friends who love playing bad guys. Yeah, there's a lot of people like that, man. I'm just a weird old softie. Alright, and this is why we save our Elven Rage right here. Because this hammer fight is insanely hard, but if we just use Elven Rage constantly, we pretty much, we didn't end the fight this time, but that's alright, we're close. So that should put him in broken. And that's a hammer 2 fight down, so that was a pretty good hammer 2.
Yours is simply beginning.
Yeah, I only lost a few seconds of my PB, that's pretty good. I love that. Looks so cool. Great Walker. Yeah, so the game doesn't expect you to kill Hammer that fast. So the ghouls stay spawn, they rip into you, and then they just all pop. It's great. Okay. So like we mentioned last time we came to Gorgoth, here is our friendly neighbourhood Caragor. Again, 2 butt shots is always guaranteed to give us a capture. Sprint, please.
They say the lava from that.
Okey-dokey. You know what? It probably would be, but like we only used the Caragor like 2 or 3 times total. Like it might be. You know what? It probably is because I've got spare points by this point. So yeah, you're right. That's actually a good point, man. It would be right to cut that. Yeah.
Do not hesitate. The only mercy for them is death.
That's not what I wanted to do. As long as they're all on fire, we're good to run. Yep, we're good to run away.
Raising his enemies, denying them rest, turning them against their brothers. Is there no foul stratagem the Witch King will not employ?
There are bound to be many. It's best they don't see us
Tremble as your friends turn against you.
Yeah, I think you're right. 100%. Caragor. I'll have to work out the route where it fits, but yeah, no. Good suggestion, thank you very much. Where are you? Oh, you've gone this way. Freaking pathing NPCs. And you've walked away from where I can see you from here, haven't you?
I commanded armies of men, and now they will again follow me.
Come, Talion. Isildur must be nearby.
Okay, I'm just going to grab an arrow drop that's on this part of the wall, and we're going to go to the Isildur fire.
You will submit to the Witch King, and at our sides will serve. Or you will die, and I will raise you as my puppet. You have a choice before you.
Okay, that's good. So we're just going to Shadow Strike these guys as it's the fastest way to knock them out. We save the fire from the second part of the phase.
My army is tireless. My army is infinite.
Okay, it's not letting us do what we normally do. Yeah, that's alright. Come on, get off these rocks. These rocks split you out. So this guy is 4, 2, 3, 4. Let him teleport. Hooray. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on.
Get inside the light!
My army is tireless. My army is infinite.
It's a good ability, the hammer getting Elven shot from counter, but the execute actually is faster. As far as I've worked out. So we're gonna pull these guys over here. Come on guys, come fight me. Only 2 today, that sucks. Those 2 are dead. Should be dead. Yeah. Oh, I'm really not having any luck with these guys. I should try it again. Now that I've gotten a bit better with the game, I maybe should try it again and get the counter equals Elven shot. You're right. I should give it a go. I shouldn't just write it off because I tried it once. Slow fight. It's weird how there's just no sound effects when you shoot that. I need to be very careful because I'm pushing him far away. Yeah, this is not good. Got it. Okay. Cool.
Isildur will raise more of Gondor's fallen.
Alright, so this is the big split where we can save a lot of time.
You and I will meet again.
Well, as long as I wear this ring, I'm sure that is true.
So this is our big time save.
His ranks as
Let's go skills. Let's get some Caragor. No, look, man, look, seriously, I'm all for suggestions at this point. I need everything I can get to get as many increases as possible. Take Dragon Rider just in case. Anything I can do, like, you know, just because I own the world record doesn't mean I know everything about this game.
or a strength that can use to
There's a
our
lot
advantage.
about this game I don't know. And for some reason I'm unavailable to use my Caragor summoning ability. Which normally lets me here. That's really frustrating. Yeah, look, no, please, fire as many suggestions.
Looks like a bloodthirsty bunch.
I have to keep the fire because it's staggers enemies at the same time. Where are you? Where are you? Are you up here? So I'm again looking for a worm. Here's a worm here. And this is just to check what the Overlord's like. Flammable, damage by executions. Here's arrow proof, so I really don't want to use my my Elven Rage on him. My Elven Rage early. I want to use it on him. And this is the hardest split of the game. The hammer only explodes and deals fire damage because I have a legendary hammer that does it. So you're not always guaranteed to get this hammer, and you're not even guaranteed to even have a hammer. half the time I've been running this with a bow, so I need it for the, I need whatever gives me most shots more than anything. So I may not be able to go the hammer route, but you're right, definitely counter for elven shot is a much better suggestion than counter for death.
And a month's supply of innards to slurp up and fill our empty bellies!
Pleasant man. Alright, so if we do this well, we can save 11.5 minutes. If we do this poorly, well, we do it poorly. This is our last time save of the run. Switching back to keyboard and mouse for a second. That's out of shots. Okay, we got lucky to have a dragon. We want to focus down the dragon, get it to broken, and hopefully none of them are beast slayers, but let us capture the dragon, please, game. Damn it. That was a complete waste. I couldn't focus the dragon down. Oopsie. Didn't even see where that guy came from.
Killing myself the next time he's down. Stand strong.
Okay, I'm gonna have to cheese these guys at this point, so I need to find a cart or something to jump off. Okay, so this is how we cheese. When I have elf shot, that's how we cheese. Let me get some elf shot first. There's the elf shot in this fortress. Up here. Okay. So this is how we cheese for everyone's reference. So let's do this. We make sure we trip one. And as long as they don't come and attack us, we wait. There's an ability happening. I can hear it. Game wouldn't let me Talon Strike. That's unfortunate. I have to wait for our focus to come back. Okay, so we're about to go down for a second time here. That's really bad because this is way too early. So I'm actually going to try to escape. I don't know how I'll do, and see if I can heal up with someone off the rooftops. If there's anyone around, there's nobody around. Great. For starters, we need to kill wherever that war banner is. Don't know why that guy died, but sure, I'll take it. We'll get rid of this guy. Yeah, I know, man. I saw it afterwards. It's just like, okay. Oh, man. So, I've got one down. This should be our second one down. We're just going to get rid of this guy too. We'll send him to the Sauron fight. We're going to see all of these guys, unfortunately, in the Sauron fight, because the Sauron fight always preferences ones that you shame, but it preferences higher over lower levels. Oops, you are a war barrier. broken. Okay, let's use the bow. Arrow proof. Of course he is. Alright, first waypoint. Yeah, so any of Sauron's captains that I shame, War Chiefs, captains, overlords that I shame, have a chance to come back during the last Sauron fight. It will pretty much always preference ones that I've shamed, and it will preference highest to lowest. So that's why I try to shame a lot of orcs early, so that I give the game a lot more options to pick low-level orcs rather than mid to high-level orcs. I'm going to use you for health if I can. Yeah, so if you shame them and you don't encounter them again, you'll see them at the Sauron fight at the end. So you'll see like a vast majority of the people I fight at Sauron's gate are going to be shamed orcs. Okay, why can't I teleport? Oh, because I don't have enough elf shot. We're going to get up here. Cheese it again. Nope, ran out of focus.
You falter because you lack the stomach for pain, pigskin. Here, I'll show you your stomach, and you'll see what I mean. When I get my hands on that man noggin, I'm gonna squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until I hear a pop.
So we've got one in here that we can capture, so we have to capture him. So we're going to try to focus him down first. No, we should be focusing down the captain. So now it's just about... one. Cool.
Your will be done. We'll skewer them together. You will be butchered and fight.
Try for fire here. Fireproof, fair enough. At least we got the other captain away.
Push him back.
We're just going to get rid of this guy. I'm focusing on not dying, getting rid of people. We'll face him again at Sauron, but... So Mog the Bloody is pretty much guaranteed to come back because he was a war chief. Where's he in... Where's the other guy? Here he is.
The courtyard.
Okay, we don't care about that guy anymore. He's going to just disappear. So this is going better than the last two attempts at this that I've had on runs. So far so good. I'm not going to jinx it yet. Oh, another guy we can capture. That's great. Jump over the back of this guy and try to capture him. Except for the enraged guy, he's just wrecking my thing. Got another one for the army.
defend you.
Bring it.
Thinking about a retreat, Ranger? We barely started to fight.
So I think he snapped out of frost pretty quickly, so I think he's frost resistant.
We're going to have a grand old time finding out what colour your guts are.
And he's Vault Breaker. Oh god. Okay, let's hope he's not. I need to res my guy more priority than killing this. Please let me res my guy. I would really like to res him. No, I want to res my guy, please, game. Okay, no, you're not going to let me res. Okay. We'll just shame this guy away. Yeah, look, a lot of the captains don't have Iron Will on easy. Iron Will is an extremely rare thing that you'll only really see on War Chiefs and Overlords. Please back it off. Yeah, it's really not that common because of easy on for captains. We're not going to try to send this guy to the Sauron fight. He's pretty easy to kill, so... This guy going berserk is not great. Yep, you are Vault Breaker, I know that, but I'm just trying to get away from the other guy.
Yes, we should work together. I have you all back.
Get out of my way, please. Oh yes, I definitely want to execute that guy, yeah? Didn't want to fight this by the captain at all, definitely wanted to execute that guy.
We must capture the training grounds.
I don't have any elf shot, do I? Oh, got a stealth on him. That's rare. You're not meant to be able to get stealths in here. Good work, bro. The flogger.
You're trying to toughen me, oldest chicken.
Go on, back in the fight, master.
Need elf shot to do this. I'm probably going to grab that sword too. Get that? I don't know. Can't tell. Let's take a quick look at that sword. It might be worth it, even though it's grey. Yeah, it's worth it. Okay, so that one's broken, so we're going to go for that siege beast.
You're in my sight.
Ah, keyboard and mouse again. Yeah, you're definitely right. Yeah, I definitely think you're right there with the elf shot.
First we fight, then we feast. Well, I feast. and you're the meal.
Although I will admit, in this run, there's been a lot more need for elf shot than last time. I've had to cheese a lot more of these guys using elf shot. So our goal is to try to get a hold of this Drake if we can. And use the Atarial strat on everyone here. Fortunately, the Drake doesn't look like it's landing anymore, so it's decided to bugger off. And right here is actually the hardest part of this whole thing. This combination, because the enemies, my allies can't come over the fence. So any allies that I've currently recruited, I'm completely on my own here. One down. Oh, dragon's there, dragon's there. Damn it, they killed the dragon. I'm gonna go at that guy just so the meat from the slaughter attack doesn't kill me. He's putting his gear away, so I need to keep rolling until he puts his gear back out. And he's immune to execution. Oh, he better not be fireproof, otherwise this is over. Is adaptive or fireproof? You are healing. No healing on my watch, please, buddy. Okay, dodge, 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 dodge. Fussy Bunny doing it make it look easy, man. This is not easy, trust me when I say this. This is not an easy fight. This is literally the hardest part of the game right now. Okay. Oh, I should have recruited him. I shamed him instead. That's a mistake. Oh well. Not a huge mistake. If this guy is immune to fire, we are pretty much just game over. Or if he's adaptive, it's pretty much game over. Doesn't look like he's adaptive. I'm still freezing him because it's a chance to daze, even though he's he's immune to execution. I already knew that. That was silly. I'm not focusing now. Okay, I'm gonna have to use the cheese strat at this point. Yeah, cheese strat time. He had his shield up, that's not a good test of fire. No, hit his shield somehow still. We're gonna go get those elf shot over here. And we're just gonna focus down with the cheese strat. Just climb wall. Climb wall. Jump off wall. Do this. And do this. Guaranteed to get a stun that way. Now we just need to work up. He's enraged. Damn, I was really hoping he would say not enraged. Not fireproof for reference, but it didn't matter. He's dead. That is the hardest part of this whole fight done. So I need to just stay in the circle now and try to heal. Fight. I'm just going to fight and get a combat brand at this point. Healing time. Back to full health. Okay, come on, come on. Okay. This if I don't screw up the Sauron fight, this is probably going to be very, very close to world record. This might even be world record. So we're 4 minutes ahead of where we should be because I died twice last time doing this siege. Now this guy is arrow proof, but he's not immune to execution. So
I was just thinking to myself, it's been a long time since I've disemboweled a ranger, and now here you are. It's fate.
it's unfortunate he's a defender, but nothing we can do about it. It just means he's got way more HP, so we might not be able to get through him with a full Elven Rage. Okay, so we're going to get behind him before we start the Elven Rage. Now we're going to Elven Rage. Didn't get him the whole way, but got him close. Maybe? Oh wow, okay, they just let me do this. Didn't expect that. Alright, so we'll definitely be seeing that guy again. Oh, time for the final rundown. So if you look at that, we were 5.5 minutes behind on the last split. Yeah, it's an interesting interaction, isn't it? So, yeah, that's what happens when you don't die twice in this siege. So I died on this siege twice, halfway through it, and you have to restart the whole siege again. The war chiefs and captains are gone, but you still have to start the whole thing again. So, here's the time save now. We've gone from 5.5 minutes behind to 2 minutes ahead. Now, do we have any machine guys? Machine is the best for climbing this city. No, we don't have any machine guys, unfortunately. And now we have to climb over the top of this giant tower. Game, let me climb, please. Okay, cool. No, this was the right guy. Yeah, so like I said, man, this run definitely has improvements it can have. That siege was definitely one of them. Obviously, RNG is still a pain, but there are plenty of improvements here. So I remember this guy we're fighting right now. He is definitely one of the ones you can see the brand on his hand, on his face too.
We played before.
I think he was in Saragoth. Yep, another brand on his face. So you can see these guys are level 15, level 18 and 20. Fireproof. Should have remembered that. I'm going to focus down the defender first because they're more of a pain to kill than Olays. What? No, I wanted to... Oh, okay.
Watch out!
So most of these guys now, this is another part of the reason why I like the brand early, because most of these guys now we can just take, and they increase our speed at which we get through the fights. Hammer. It's because it basically ends the storyline there, and because you... Wow, there's the level 1 guy. I didn't think we'd actually see him here. That's so funny. That's the level 1 guy we branded. The game warns you because you no longer get access to Elven Rage the way you think you do. Once you go from normal Talion to Undead Talion. Plus, it's basically like the end of the story. That's it. And a lot of people were like, okay, I don't want to play anymore now that the story's done.
You look exhausted. Tell me, do you have enough strength to throw yourself on my spear?
Oh, enraged guy. Very angry guy.
Still alive after all we've been through. Still alive after 2 waves of Sauron's best. Now it's up to me to finish you off for good. You better stay here this time.
Charge! We're just going to Vault Breaker that guy so that he doesn't end up charging us. I'm going to get rid of the level 30 guy first, I think. Really? We haven't had your lines yet. Okay.
Between us, you had to have known it could go no further.
So that's the guy that ran away in Saragoth.
Who's going to come for you in the end?
Is he death-defying? Come on, man. You can't be death-defying too.
Luck has to run out sometime. Yep. Mine, yours, everyone's.
That's just him being all depressive. He was not death-defying. Where are my guys there?
Eltoriel, support the orcs!
Never thought I'd hear that!
Okay, this guy's an archer. We want archers more than anything.
I am yours to command. Yes, yes, I have your back.
Only level 14. It should be nice and easy to kill. Oh, he has a fear of execution too. That's... We don't even want this guy in our army. Is he death-defying? Oh, he's the death-defying one.
You're gonna put my head on a wall, Pigskin.
No, he's not.
Got a spot picked out.
So that should be all the ways. So now it's time for the Nazgul fight. Okay, so this guy's 1, 2, 3, 4. Dodge. Oh, what is he? Dodge. Parry, yeah.
This is the fate of kings and men.
It shall not be mine.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is only the beginning.
1, 2. Bugger off, please. Talion, don't get caught in the animation loop. So Talion has this weird glitch where he gets sometimes caught in this animation loop where he does the overhead strikes constantly. Okay, so he's...
His entire army at us!
Your journey has ended. It is done.
Why would I step my... Oh my god.
I wish I'd randomly let me out there. Moon Craig.
Okay, let's focus on 3, 4, dodge. Oh, my own guy just took away all my might. Dariel. Dariel? Dariel, you need to generate light.
We will devour Middle Earth.
This is not going to plan, though. I can't see anything. Okay, that's this fight down. Cool. That's 1/3 of the Bright Lord down. Okay. So that's the hardest part of this game done now. It's just about not making any more mistakes, and this should be world record. Yeah, Rebirth Man for sure. I'll drop by. I'll be interested to see Brutal playthrough. So right here, there's no benefit to killing the Nazgul outside of it just going away. You capture just as fast with the Nazgul here as you do with the Nazgul not here, because you out-level them now by a huge amount. Thank you for doing that. Take that guy. Too early. Okay. Come on, let's do this.
I got him now!
Please go away. Okay, that's good. 2 down. Didn't get a good jump there, that's terrible. Yeah, look man, I don't know how I would stream at all without a second monitor. I would really recommend it. Even just maybe set up a tablet is another option. The raised dead ability, I don't actually like it that much. Like it's just, I don't know, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. I like all the other abilities better. I think it's probably it's probably one of the better abilities Talion has, but it's also one of the most, not interesting abilities, I want to say, just pick up corpses. At least it has a little bit of interesting lore when you 100% this game and you go find Zog again. He sort of does all the things about raising dead. Yeah, phone works, man. You don't need a cam. Like, there are a lot of people that stream without cams. I've got a cam, so I use it. My old work gave it to me when we were doing VoIP trials that went nowhere. So, I mean, if you got a cam, use it, man. If you don't, it doesn't matter. If you're good at what you do, people will come, people will watch. Nazgul. There we go. Alright. Almost to the end of this path section, and then we've got the fight against Sauron. Nazgul 4 down. Now it's just capture, and then the final fight against Nazgul, and then the fight against Sauron, and we're done here. Okay. This is not 100%, but it's looking like world record. Okay, Witch King fight.
Your name will be wiped away. Your history.
I didn't like this fight either, man. This fight is weird. Like, it's a very strange kind of jarring fight, considering the rest of the game. Like, Witch King's just not an interesting fight. Sauron's worse, actually. I really dislike the Sauron fight. I don't think it's hard. I think it's just weird. Two, three, and four. There we go. Oh, look, the first time I did this, you're right. The first time I did this, it was insanely like stressful, like fighting the Witch King. But after running it a few times, man, it's yeah. Didn't get the dash. Come on, start attacking. No, you're gonna just do that, right? Come on, start attacking. 1, 2, 3. Dodge, dodge, dodge. I should get a brand speed after I dodge this. There's the brand.
Forget the past. Forget their faces. Your day has come, Grave Walker. This new power is ours.
Okay, Witch King down. One more fight left. Yeah, that's all I do. I just count it out in my head.
You lost, Ranger. That was a mistake.
So, the first phase of Sauron is simple. We just keep smacking him because there's really nothing Sauron can do.
I have never felt such power.
This is the power of the
Phase 1 of Sauron down, 2 more phases to go. Sorry, I'm not watching chat at all now. I've got to just focus on the Sauron fight. So I do apologise, but we really need to down him quickly. So. Close to phase 3 now.
This is the wrath of Galadriel.
Phase 3. Come on, Phase 3. Sauron's like, nope, not serving the Bright Lord. So this phase is where we can lose a lot of time if we're not able to catch Sauron quickly. Got him, I had him. Got him, there we go, got him. Okay, still not happy with this apparently. Come on Sauron, let me hit you buddy. And that is a brand new world record, which I'm much more happy with. That's a brand new world record by just under 4 minutes. That is awesome. I'm much happy with that record. Rebirth of the Gamer and Fuzzy Bunny of Doom, thank you both for hanging around here. It's been great having you both around. That is Middle Earth Shadows of War 80%. If you guys want to try it out, please feel free to. Like, I would love some competition in this game. And that is awesome. That is seriously awesome to get like 2 weeks in a row, 2 world records. When a month ago I wasn't even sure we could get the world record. I'm pretty much going to be signing off here, man, because it's like midnight in Australia, so I should probably get to bed. I've got a baby to get up to tomorrow morning at 7, so thank you very much for hanging around. I really appreciate it. And good night.